So originally I was going to do a first impressions unboxing of this fragrance, but I figured, you know what? Let me spend some time with it. Let me give you all a full-on review of this fragrance, the latest from day 3 fragrances. We're talking Desert Rain. Stick around. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and you're watching SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for just a little bit as we go through another fragrance review of the fragrances that I have in my collection. This one is a recent pickup, like 2 days ago. So definitely want to talk about it. But before we do that, before we jump into it, do me the favor. In the description, there are some discount codes that you can take advantage of, help you in growing your collection, as well as help to support the channel. There's also the shirts are now available. The Smell Good or Go Home shirts are also they're down here somewhere. And let's just jump into it. All right. So earlier this month, Michael, Paul, and the Day 3 Fragrances family, they released a new fragrance. This is a collaboration with Colton Dixon, who is a Christian music artist, and it's based off of his song called Build a Boat, which I think is kind of an homage or kind of retelling of the story of Noah. I've not heard it, but that's my understanding of it. All right. And so haven't had a chance to go by and really check it out. As you know, Day 3 Fragrances is based here in Arizona, so about 30-45 minutes away from where I am, as far as just across the valley. And so I did get a chance to go check it out. Did get a chance to smell it, and now I have a bottle of it myself. So let's talk through it. It comes just as, if you've never seen Day 3 presentation, this is the box that it's in. On the back, you've got Desert Rain. This is an EDP concentration. Box opens up in this manner, and in there you've got the placard that gives a little information as far as the story, if you will, of the fragrance, as well as you get the notes. And so we'll kind of go through the notes, and then we'll bring out the bottle. Top notes on this is juniper, cactus blossom, and bergamot. Middle notes are green tea, papyrus, sage, desert rain. Base notes are sandalwood, frankincense, and leather. All right, so this is the bottle you get. And you can see the side back there. Cap not magnetic, but this one, first time I pulled this open, I was struggling with it. I literally was like, but nice, heavy, kind of wooden cap. I think it's wood. Yeah. And then we'll get this on. Nice pressurized atomizer. They do some good stuff with this. Now, immediately when you get this in the air, now this is not necessarily a room filler, but you do get it in the air, right? This doesn't just stick very close on initial spray. It kind of fills out after that spray. Now there's a sweetness there and a freshness there. And when I say sweet, I'm not talking necessarily gourmand sweet. There's this sweetness that, as I was looking and researching and kind of what do some of these notes smell like, because I haven't put notes on all of them, but I'm imagining that it's the cactus blossom. That is in the top note, one of the top notes. And according to my research, it can be a sweet, also could be a musky type of scent. But you get this slightly sweet freshness that is there, but you also get a little dryness there as well, which I want to say is probably the juniper. If I remember correctly, it's the juniper that's there. Pulling out my notes again. Also, yeah, the juniper that's up top there too. So that's probably what is giving a little of that dryness. So the story behind this again is basically off of the story of Noah building a boat in the middle of a dry place, middle of a desert. And so in my conversation with Michael, because I've had a couple of conversations with him, especially leading up to the release of this, he and I talked. I went by the boutique and talked with him, and he was telling me about the story and telling me about how they're creating this. And from what I understand, Colton he's a fragrance fanatic himself. He knows kind of what he's looking for and what he likes. So it was really good for him to craft with Michael to kind of get the story behind this fragrance and everything. And so Michael and Day 3 fragrances, living in the desert, living in a place of dryness and being able to, what is that, capturing the smell of rain. I think they pulled it off. I mean, this is a nice, this leans more masculine, although it is unisex. It's not definitively masculine, but it does lean more masculine for me. Yeah, the freshness of this, and then I know as it dries down, you get there's also that citrus up top, right, the bergamot. But as it dries down, you get a little more that leather comes out in this, and then the tea note that kind of just sits there in the middle of it all. There's a lot going on with this, but it's nicely well blended and put together. This right here this could be signature scent, right? This could be a fragrance that you wear really daily. There's no particular season for me for this. This literally could be spring, summer, fall, even winter, right? This could be a scent that you wear. This is actually something I've worn to the office. Again, I said I got it on Saturday. As of the time that I'm filming this, it is now Monday evening. So I wore it on Saturday, on Sunday. Well, I did wear it on Saturday a little bit at the end of the day. I wore it on Sunday again, and then I wore it to work today. As far as performance, you're going to get about 6, maybe 7 hours out of it. As far as just what I could pick up and notice for me wearing later on in the day, I can still pick up little wafts of it. So not beast mode performance, but definitely nice, solid performance as far as lasting through a good portion of a work day. Again, this is not a dress up as far as it only works in a dress environment. This works in a variety of environments for me. This is something, like I said, that could be a daily driver for you. This could be something you wear to church. This is something you wear to the office. This is something you wear just hanging out. This isn't necessarily an intentional fragrance as kind of how I view them as far as like romantic evening type thing. This is more of a daily out and about, hanging out, going about life type of a fragrance, right? Definitely something that I'm enjoying, something that I do like and do appreciate, and something that I'll be wearing some more as we get through this. I do want to wear this a little more, spend a little more time with it. But my first impression, my first thoughts, this is really good. I've gotten away from giving numbers and giving scores. I may get back into it at some point, but this is something, if you like Day 3, and here's the thing. Day 3 hasn't missed for me. One, I appreciate the fact that with Day 3, and I'm trying to make sure to put the link in the description there. But it's not a affiliate link or anything of that nature. It's just somebody who appreciates what they do and wants to support what they do. You can order the discovery set from Day 3. In fact, I gave 2 of them away as part of my 5,000 subscriber live stream. But you can order a discovery set from them, and then the money that you spend for the discovery set, they'll send you a coupon to get basically the money that you spent for the discovery set to get that amount off of a full bottle. So they give you the opportunity to try out, I think in the discovery set now, all of them, including this Desert Rain, are in them. You can check out. And again, when I tell you, nothing from Day 3 has missed for me. Now, there are some that are not necessarily my scent profile as far as just what I would wear, but nothing is, I'm not looking at anything that Day 3 has put out and be like, there's nothing that I can point to. They have had hitter after hitter after hitter. This year alone, I know they started off with Trace Oros this year. What was the other one? Royal Reflection, which was another collab, I think, with Megan Woods, I think her name was. My wife has that, loves that, enjoys that. Fellas, get your wife some Royal Reflection. And then now Desert Rain. And he's got something cooking up for later this year that if he drops it, I told him I need a bottle ASAP, all right? But as far as this one, again, we're talking Day 3 talking Desert Rain from Day 3. Let me give you there, hopefully, get the cap on. Hopefully when I color grade, it'll come out a little better. There we go. But this right here is another pickup from them. This, for me, is a no-brainer as far as a fragrance to pick up from the house. They did it again. All right, I think that's it. That's all I want to tell you. I'm not going to ramble on. I gave you kind of the top notes, how it opens, it does, how long it lasts, kind of how it ends up. Like I said, that leather starts to come through, and it's this nice leather that just kind of is there with a little more of that tea kind of bouncing around on it. It lasts good, like I said, 6 to 7 hours. All right. That's it for this one. I think I've given you enough information. I think I've helped you in your decision to at least check out Day 3 fragrances. And if you haven't already, you have my full support in getting Desert Rain. All right. That's it for this one. I'll see you next time. Do me the favor, of course, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. And then, of course, hit that like, hit that request notification, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.